to say about it?
What? The glass breaking did alert them, which makes sense.
Same here.
Go to the surveillance cam in front of the security room.
Hoping you'd make less trouble getting here.
Oh, hello.
Luckily, they're all jacked into virtues. It'd be game over otherwise.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do.
So are we taking them all out?
This one's a real charmer, too.
I don't like her either. She tries too hard.
Yeah.
Can we get this over with?
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing at?
That's our target, Hiromi Sato.
Who are the other 2?
Target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
This is not what we agreed.
Look at me. See this? This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
Yeah.
face.
Claws. To them, power is a question of strength, ruthlessness. This is the only way.
Maiko.
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening. One show ends, another begins. Just as good and unforgettable. Understand?
What the fuck are we doing? This was not the plan.
Maiko, our plan made no allowance for witnesses.
A show of force, we said. And any show requires an audience. I promised to help Judy, and here we are, thanks to her. But little Jude's cut from a different cloth than you and me. She's dreaming if she thinks she can have justice and peace in Night City without cuts, bruises, and blood.
I'm taking them both out.
Meaning you want to replace Hiromi.
Mm-hmm.
Even
No.
if that means joining the Tiger Claw.
No.
How the fuck else do you expect me to protect Clouds from other gangs?
I have a gun with 300,000 critical headshot damage. No?
Don't like this one bit.
Too late for second thoughts. Tom and Roxy've done their part. Your little doll revolution is underway. Either we consolidate and win it all, or let everything go to waste.
Man, I can
Do you think?
make shit pretty damn graphic to these guys.
No, Barker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Hi, how you doing?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once.
Uh-huh.
He murdered Oswald Forrest.
That I did.
And now he's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence.
I don't like you.
As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Hold on, Maiko. I think you're getting carried away.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I see not all has been agreed.
Yeah, we're taking both these out.
V, you gotta take him down.
Bored
That's
of
why
all
we're
this
here.
chatter. I'd rather we just cut to the quick.
Oh, fuck you!
V, what the hell were you thinking? You any idea what's gonna happen now?
Don't care.
Matter of fact, I do. Either you walk away and never come back to Clouds, or I end you here and now.
I see you got everything planned out, but you forgot just one thing. I've also got a doll chip.
All right.
All right, V, get out of there.
Oh my god. That's
Exit
great.
on the lower level of the apartment. Then find the
This is
elevator.
what you get when you 100% the game, or you go for 100% of the game. That's great. I've got a doll chip as well. Pop. Dead. Oh shit. Oh, it's not even that the AI, like the AI is bad. It is. The story definitely, like the story. makes up for it in leaps and bounds.
Tom and Roxy are out.
But you also have to realize you start at level 1, right? I'm at level 41 right now. This is a mission you're supposed to do at like level 30, if that. And I've gone perk crazy in the pistol line, right? So like they're doing 12% extra crit chance. They're doing 10% extra damage. Damage with pistols and revolvers to enemies 5 meters away, that doesn't really matter, but it's 25% more. Headshot damage multiplier with pistols is 30% larger. Recoil is reduced. All that, right? There's also a perk that I think I have right here. No, where is it? Is it body? One of these ones, intelligence. Cool. Deal 15% more damage to human enemies. Oh yeah, I'm over leveled as all hell. But it's still funny to me that at least Skyrim had a way to kind of negate some of that over leveled a little bit because the enemies leveled up with you for certain situations, right? In this game, if you you get a mission that's level 10, that mission remains at level 10 the entire time. Occasionally you'll come across a group of enemies that might have a weapon that's a little bit overpowered.
Get down to street level. Waiting by the food stalls.
Because I might have a weapon that goes through walls, but the enemy have weapons that go through walls as well. I need to play that. I played that game a little bit. I really enjoyed Remnant from the Ashes, but I only played so
You killed her?
a little bit.
Oh my fucking god.
Whoops.
You killed her.
I could reload it. I might save scum it.
Wouldn't have happened if she hadn't come at me. Wasn't my fault.
Sorry, but I don't buy.
All right. Sorry. We're gonna save scum it because we can deal with her with our bonker, our melee weapon bonker. But I definitely need to get back into Remnant from the Ashes. I was having a blast doing that game. I was gonna go for like a 100% type playthrough with that. But yeah, I'm save scumming it. I don't care. What happened was still hilarious to me. The fact that she was like, I have a chip as well, and just dead. That was just too good.
Take 'em
Bored
down.
of all
That's why
this
we're
chat.
here.
I'd rather we just cut to
Were you doing it by yourself? And,
I'll make you my bitch.
what difficulty were you doing it on?
I'll fuck him up.
Fiend, what the hell were you thinking? You any idea what's gonna happen now?
Pick up the... Thank you. Solo normal? Yeah. There's certain things that it's not very easy to solo. Definitely would recommend you try and do it with, like, a group. I mean, you got mad and uninstalled it if you don't want to play it anymore. I'm not, like, trying to force you to play it.
Matter of
But-
fact, I do. Either you walk away.
There's
never come
certain
back to
enemies that are ridiculous. But, oh, you mean, like, is it a legitimate glitch that just makes it impossible to win? Or was it a thing? Because you can reset your runs at any time and still have all your stuff with you, I believe.
clouds.
I mean, one of the main
Alright,
not objectives, but one of the main, like, things or appeals of the game is that you could reset entire runs and still have all your stuff from previous runs,
here
if
and
I'm not
now.
mistaken.
I see you got everything planned out, but you forgot just one thing. I've also got a doll chip.
All right, V, get out of there. Exits on the
That's
lower
just
level
as
of the
funny.
apartment. Then find the elevator.
Oh, it's mandatory she dies. Okay. Alright. Oh. Let's not... That's... Alright, that's dumb. So we need to literally talk her down, because if we say leave or I kill you, she dies no matter what. Because the weapon that I used is not one of those things. Oh, you did too much damage to her, so they die. It's a guaranteed non-lethal damage.
take them
bored
down.
of all
That's
this
why we're
chatter.
here.
I'd rather we
Oof.
just cut to the quick.
Oof.
Now you're fucked!
You know what?
V, what the hell were you thinking? You any idea what's gonna happen now?
What might that be?
They'll have their revenge. You've turned Clouds into a ticking time bomb.
That sucks.
Tried to pull a fast one on everybody, didn't you? Jumped aboard the liberation train, pretending you wanted to help. But all you wanted was to take Hiromi's place.
Bravo, but you missed just one detail. I still can. And no one can stop me. Not their corpses, not yours.
All right, V, get out of there. Exit's on the lower level.
Is
of
she
the
dead?
apartment. Then find the elevator.
Hold on. We're gonna be safe skimming a lot because we're trying to figure out what the hell. Alright, you know what? We have the autosave, so let's see if we killed her or we knocked her out because that...
Tom and Roxy are outside and safe. They weren't followed.
So if she says we killed it, I'm gonna be very disappointed, but
Get
we'll
down to
figure it
street
out.
level, waiting by the food stalls.
Was it when it first came out? Because I heard it had a lot of issues when it first came out, and it has become better. But if it was recently,
Fuck. Should have seen that coming. Probably had this planned from the start.
Oh, cool.
Same sec we walked into her office.
cool. Okay.
Jesus, am I a gunk?
Don't be dramatic, Judy. There's a difference between being a gonk and believing people want to do good.
I know you do. You don't need to believe that. I just know it. Thank you. See you later, V.
See you around, Judy.
Huh?
Humor me for a sec. If you don't look too kindly
Oh.
on having implants,
Hello.
then what do you think about constructs?
Ah, yes. You mean the relic. A fascinal subject, is it not? It is a complex, fluctuating affair. It all depends on
Yeah,
whether
that-
the
yeah,
emblem
that's
is
still
a
kinda-
copy of a
I think they fixed a lot of issues. I don't know. You'd have to look it up though,
or if this person merely
because the last time I played it was free on Epic.
Let's say the engram was just a copy. What then? Could you say that person was real?
If they are truly self-aware, a Buddhist will recognize them as a human being. A perfect copy of a complex human mind is still a
Hunter
human
main,
mind.
yeah.
But is it capable of reincarnation? And if it's
Yeah.
not, can it still be regarded as a being in possession of a soul?
What you're saying, in other words, is it's complicated.
But if Johnny Silverhand takes over our mind and body, he's taken over
It
our
has
soul
been
as
there
well,
since the dawn of
basically.
human existence.
But whatever.
If a construct can suffer, it is a person.
Play it on a harder difficulty and you'll change your tune about being fair. I was playing that on a harder difficulty and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. At least I think I
Buddhism
was.
does not condemn
Hard?
digitization per se.
Even then, it's a pain in the ass.
Vending machine often preach in temples. No, I would not condemn the simple act of transfer, under the condition that they are at peace with.
Ugh.
One must still remember that they will still be imprisoned in their body, even if their body is not flesh.
Immortality isn't your thing, I'm guessing.
He who cannot die cannot be born into a better life. never achieve nirvana.
Reincarnation, always interests
What's
me.
your take, Johnny? You just you or a copy?
What difference does it make? You heard him. I'm trapped in a few lines of code. And your body.
Maybe Johnny Silverhand really is dead. Maybe you're just in... well...
What? Imitation? That what you wanted to say?
Yeah, weapon
If
mods.
the real Johnny
I've found a
Silverhand's
couple of
dead,
weapon mods
that's
that I think I looking at them. If there's not any better weapon mods than what I found, that would suck.
lying.
I'm pretty sure they also have DLC and stuff that
Got a
added
headache
some
going
stuff.
on just thinking about it. Well then, I wish you all the best of luck.
Farewell. And do not stray from the path of righteousness.
This wouldn't be the brothers that I saved earlier, would it? I think these are the brothers that I helped out earlier. God, I'm gonna have to see what Killing Floor is all about because you keep mentioning it. It's kind of like certain games for certain people, I believe, are like riding a bike. Ironically enough, I've never ridden a bike, I just never felt the desire to. But that expression remains true with what I'm saying. There's certain games when you pick them up, it's like, alright, I now remember exactly how to play this game. I will say, one of the times I got really, really freaking ragey was when I was, a lot of times when I was playing, Uncharted. This is actually a segue into a conversation about another game, a couple of other games, actually. And I was playing it for the first time, all the games on the hardest difficulty, or just below the hardest difficulty, because it was locked out or grayed out until I beat the game on the one just below it or whatever. And it started to frustrate me because if I was out of cover and an enemy shot, no matter what, I would take damage. Like, say if I was out of cover like this, an enemy shot, but the bullet hit right here, and you see the bullet hit the ground, I would still take damage. Hey! That's good too. That is a strategy, War Dog. That is a viable strategy in that game. Your character misses out on getting experience, I do believe, but it will still give you the kill coins and stuff like that from them. Time Crisis. That name sounds familiar. The segue I wanted to say is the Indiana Jones game. That kind of intrigues me. I've heard a lot of people, it kind of aggravates me. I've heard a lot of people talking about how they've mentioned is it going to be like Uncharted or whatever, and it's like, guys, the Uncharted games were made because they couldn't get the IP for Indiana Jones, so they made Uncharted. Right? Oh goodness. That, and a couple people asked me about the Star Wars game that's being made by Ubisoft. And on that one, regardless of whether or not the game's good or bad, I'm all for Star Wars being made by another company because it has been complete ass. The only company that's releasing a Star Wars game has been EA. And the Star Wars games that they've been releasing, well, aside from the quote-unquote Souls-like one, which gives me Uncharted vibes more so than actual Dark Souls. That one was fun. I had a good time in that one. But it sucks that EA is like the only game that could, or the only company that could make a Star Wars game. The fact that Ubisoft is able to make one now is cool. Apparently it's supposed to be like an open world game. Expect there to be a lot of towers, obviously. so you can open up the map further and further. And hopefully there won't be, but you're definitely gonna see some time savers, I bet. Fucking microtransaction greedy bastards. Anyways. Yeah. It's a shame how many games have been releasing lately that have had so many bugs and stuff like that. I think a lot more companies need to take, like, it'll be ready when it's ready, and don't try and say a release window. But the problem is the higher ups, the shareholders, the assholes who run the company are the kind of people that are like, no, we need to have a release. You can't just spend 10 years making a game. We're gonna make you release it. And if it's not ready, it gets released and it's a buggy mess.
Can a heart explode out of love? Constant music with the corporate wars back in the years near you.
Kind of like No Man's Sky. Oh God, don't crash because I'm driving. This game